Rebecca and I'm a mental health counselor. This video is for information purpose only and is not to diagnose or provide medical advice. I'd like to start with a quick question. What are you good at? What would someone else say you're good at? In what situations do you thrive? And in what situations do you perform poorly? Sometimes we describe situations in absolutes. This means that sometimes we'll use words like never, always, impossible, perfect, imperfect, nothing, nobody, or everybody. For example, we may find ourselves saying things like, nobody likes me. I always win. My projects always fail. My projects are always the best. These are words that are known as absolutes or polarized thinking, sometimes also called as all or nothing thinking or black and white thinking. This type of thinking can be harmful at times, especially when we use it in ways that actually impact our thinking and our behavior. Biased ways of thinking, such as black and white thinking or polarized thinking, can also keep us from maintaining a balanced view of a situation or a person or even ourselves. I'd like to read out a few words, and I'd like you to think about a middle word that can apply in each of the words in each case. For example, if it was hot and cold, a middle ground word would be lukewarm or tepid or temperate. So I'm going to read this list out to you, and I'd like you to grab a pen and paper and write the middle word that applies in each case. Okay, here we go. Black and white, large and small, up and down, left and right, fast and slow, easy and hard, young and old, loud and quiet, good or bad, near and far, pass and fail, happy and sad, clean and dirty, shy and outgoing, calm and anxious. If you find me going too fast, please pause and listen to the list again. Now, I'd like to read you my results. And please note, there's no right or wrong. And sometimes I may come up with more than one result. So here we go. For black and white, I wrote down gray, and I also wrote down colorful. For large and small, I wrote medium. For up and down, I wrote between, flat, sideways, middle, or level. For up and down, I wrote, we're at number 4. For left and right, I wrote around, center, and straight. For fast and slow, I wrote moderate, pace, normal, steady, safe. For easy and hard, I wrote copable, doable, normal, simple, and comfortable. For young and old, I wrote middle-aged, prime, mature, adult. For young, loud and quiet, I wrote mellow, monotone, and soft. For for good and bad, I wrote fair, okay, neutral. For pass and fail, I wrote average, incomplete, ungraded. For clean and dirty, I wrote worn, lived, wearable. For shy and outgoing, I wrote cautious, pleasant, confident, nice, ordinary, and reserved. And for calm and anxious, I wrote confident, even, balanced, cool, and eager. So, in some situations, we may find that how we describe a situation may give the appearances or perception that the situation was completely disastrous, or it may give the impression or perception that the situation was absolutely wonderful. It's important for us to remember that any situation or any environment or person may contain both good and not so good characteristics. So when we find ourselves having black and white type of thinking, it's important for us to challenge ourselves and try and bring ourselves back to the center. In the coming week, I'd like to challenge you to notice when you do the black and white thinking or extreme polarized thinking. Challenge yourself. Note down the situation and the word that you used. And then again, revisit that list that we read and challenge yourself to trade some of the words that you use on a daily basis with a middle ground word. You'll be surprised at the effect that the words that we pick, the words that we use, the words we have a habit of using, sometimes have a huge impact on our thinking and our mental health. Until next time, goodbye and have a nice day.